Here's a quick look at Collaborate Online and how you can handle tasks. You log into Collaborate Online with an email address and password, and that gives you access to the secure folders that you've been authorized to view. If I log into this site here and we immediately go to the home page, we can see that the home page shows initially the up and coming next 2 weeks of appointments for any particular user. Below the page we have any comments that have been made on documents or folders that that user has permission to view. We have the to-do lists or task items that are assigned to that user, and at the bottom of the page we have all of the latest activity on any of the folders that that user is allowed to view. Over on the left hand side we can see the folders or projects that have been set up on this system. I've got one called Manor Street Buildings, I've got one called Criterion, and under Criterion I've created a development area, asset management area and facilities management area. I've also stuck a couple of other projects in there, and obviously this area is completely configurable and is created, if you like, by the users of the system. If I look at the development section, I have created a few to-do list items here. So I've issued tasks for do A, do B, do Z, complete report. Creating a task is very easy. You just simply click on the plus button here, and you can assign a task to whoever you like. I'm going to assign a task to Colin James, and I'm going to say please complete report reference whatever it might be. And if I want to, this is optional, I can give a completion date for that task. So I'm going to say please get that completed by tomorrow. And as a third option, I could notify maybe Colin's boss, who might be Mike, for example, and I could also send a note to perhaps another colleague as well. Or ticking this box would send a notification to everyone on the site that Colin has been assigned this task. If I click submit here, that task is immediately assigned. Now as the list has grown, we show the top 5. Clicking here will show the remaining options. There's please complete report. So looking at this folder, there are several tasks that have been assigned. Some have been assigned to Colin, some to Wendy, and those tasks will sit there until somebody comes along and marks them as complete. Now if Colin has completed this first task, all he needs to do is click here on this button. He can change the status, effectively marking it complete. That's the task now marked as complete. If we go back to the list here, we can see here are the outstanding tasks for this particular folder, and here are the completed tasks for this particular folder. Another feature that we have is when we created this task and assigned it to Colin, it will have actually sent an email to Colin advising him that he's had the task assigned to him. If I actually look in my inbox here, you can see that there's an email arrived, and it's just a simple email that says you've been asked to do this, task has been assigned to you, and if you click on that link it would take you straight to the task that you've been assigned if you wanted to check on it. Just flipping back to the system then, just having a quick look at this again on the task list. These are the tasks or to-do items that are associated with the development folder. If I skip down to the asset management folder, then you can see that you've got a different set of tasks, just one task assigned against this one. And in the folder itself, we're just showing you some of the other features. In the asset management area, I've taken the trouble to upload an asset list and maybe a document about fees. You can also upload images into these folders, and on facilities management I've stuck a couple of images in there which the system will display for you in any fashion that you like. Just to look at some other features, if we go back to the home page once again, and I'm the site administrator, so I have access to all of the folders, and also if I look at the to-do lists and I click on view all, I get quite a breakdown of the to-dos that I have. At the top of the page, these are tasks that have been assigned to me. I'm logged on as support at Collaborate, and these are the tasks that I have assigned. So I have assigned a variety of tasks here, and this list may grow. So if we click here, you can actually see quite a long list of all of the different tasks that I've assigned to all of the different people. Going back to the home page again, the final option on the to-do lists there, whereas as a supervisor I can actually see all of the tasks that are assigned across the whole company if I wish here. And this can run on obviously to several pages. Now, one very interesting feature is if I log out from the system as the supervisor that I am, and if I log back into the system as Colin, which I will do, you'll see when I log in as Colin I get quite a different display. First of all, I can only see the folders that I've been given authority to view. So in the criterion section, for example, I can only see the development folder, none of the other subfolders. And in terms of the tasks that I can only see my tasks here. So these are the tasks that I have to do, and as a user I've actually assigned other tasks. In this case I've assigned a task to myself, but I could have assigned it to other people if I wanted to. So again you see a breakdown of the tasks that you've achieved there. To show you one final feature with the system, I've actually logged back into it as the administrator as support at Collaborate. And then what I want to show is what we call an activity audit. So for example, I can click on the activity audit here and I could say I'd like to record or view all activity on the site from say June to, let's say, well, to the end of June. Sorry, if I just go back to that one, so to the end of June. Click export. What I'll get there is I'll get a spreadsheet download CSV file, which we open with the spreadsheet here, which will show me all of the activity on the site. Now at the moment the activity recorded is creation of folders, creation of tasks and so on. What we can do is change and tweak that activity list to include such things as completion of tasks, and from here you can also filter the reports in just about any way that you like. And so for example you could filter the report show you only looking at results for one user, let's say, so you can see how many tasks any individual user has completed. Flicking back to the system, there you have a brief summary of tasks and reporting from Collaborate Online.